This is a new award. It's called the Bishop Melvin Talbert Award for Biblical Obedience. It recognizes individuals for extraordinary human humility and uncommon vision in the pursuit of justice in the church and the world. We wrote that and realized after we wrote it that that was a pretty high bar, which was exactly what we wanted it to be, because we don't want to give this award every year. We want it to be a high honor, and we want it to be something that is very special when we give it. I'm gonna now invite the team that is going to make the presentation of the award tonight to come forward.
Okay. The person receiving this award, as far as I know, began a career with the United Methodist Church as a staff person for the National Youth Ministries Organization. I first met him in around 1985 or 86, when he came to an affirmation meeting I think it was at Foundry Church in Washington, D.C., and joined a small group that I was leading. A few years later, we became co-spokespeople of affirmation, and I relied heavily on his knowledge of the United Methodist Church and his ability to speak publicly, because as an introvert, that is really not my thing. Over the years, he's been an annual conference member, a delegate to many jurisdictional and general conferences, including 2019, which was no fun. Somehow, with a full-time job and all of the volunteer work within the United Methodist Church, he managed to get a doctorate at Pacific School of Religion and taught there for some years. He's always been a voice reminding me and the church of the need for intersectional justice. I was delighted when he and his husband, Glenn, decided to make Epworth, my church, their church home. A couple of years ago, a group at our church wanted to move forward some often hard conversations about race and racism within our congregation. One person on the planning team said it would be good if someone could model what a dialogue would look like. My response was, well, I could do that, but only if he will do it with me. And he graciously said yes.
I first met the recipient of this award in Fort Worth at General Conference 2008. I was immediately in awe of his command of the process. And the more I learned about him, the more impressed and grateful I became. He has served, as Judy said, at every level of the church. He's a veteran delegate. He's been on the front lines. He's been in the back rooms. He's been at the mic. He's been in the jail cells. He's served on most general church level boards, commissions, and all the special teams we put together. There have been times when he's asked me to join some team, some project, something he's thinking about, and I've said yes without even knowing what it was. And for the last 3 years, Helen and Derek and I have been in a standing weekly Zoom meeting with this recipient, working on a number of things that we hope will make a difference at General Conference next year.
So as a black gay man in the United Methodist Church, just recognize that there aren't very many people that look like me in leadership. And then I encountered the recipient of tonight's award. And as Laura said, have been in these Zoom meetings almost weekly, being mentored by this person, hearing his words of wisdom, understanding his humor, and it is humor, it really is, and being seen by this person, and realizing that I'm probably in a long line of individuals, particularly laity, particularly people of color, and especially the LGBTQ plus community, who have been seen and empowered and inspired by this individual. And I know that for me, I'm eternally grateful for the example that he has set for so many of us in this denomination.
So the inaugural recipient of the Bishop Talbert Award goes to Dr. Randall Miller.
Well, thank God I came back from the bathroom. I was. There really wasn't a good time to go. Yes, thank you, Austin. I thought there was a fire up here or something. He rushed me from the bathroom. Oh, dear friends, I don't know what to say, but thank you. From Judy, who and Mary Gaddis, as a just coming out black gay man in 1984, I circled the Foundry building 3 or 4 times before I had the courage to go in. And when I did go in, it was all white folks. And Judy and Mary saw that and pulled me into their small group and started teaching me about queer joy in the movement. They were kind of insistent about it. Laura and Helen and the other members of the RMN staff have for years, don't tell Jan, let me commandeer them to work on my special projects. So as my stamina and my memory faded and they have been really my strong support. And Derek is my child. So I have been waiting for black LGBTQ folks to step forward in the church to take my place because it's been 40 years. And the secret to that endurance was that I, like Bishop Talbert, knew what racism was before I came out. And so I was very clear that the treatment that we were receiving at the hands of the church wasn't right. And that's what, that and the friendships and the over 40 years is what has empowered me. And the Western jurisdiction has been my rock. They have sent me to everything, loved me through it, and appointed me and reappointed me to boards and agencies and commissions and task force. And I'm so grateful. so, so grateful. And it's time to stop. So this general conference will be my last general conference. It's time to stop and to let new leadership spring up and take us to places where we old-timers can't even imagine. So I'm so grateful to all of you for your support over all these years. It has meant the world to me. Thank you.